Hello, welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you all about my system, which is Translate and Learn. As shown on the screen now, it is the homepage of my system. The system is capable to detect the input from the user and translate it into English. For example, the user input a Chinese word I, which is love in English. Okay, let us translate it. Okay, the system will output the translated result here and the type of speech, nouns, and the definition of it. If the word content of many definition, you can scroll it and view other definition as well. This is helpful for learning a new language. You can imagine that a person is trying to read an online article, but he cannot understand one of the phrase. In that case, he can copy the phrase and then paste it in our system, translate, bang. You can show that the system will show him the word in English and the definition. This will help him to understand the word better. The user can register and log into the system in order to store the word. For example, okay, let us register for a user. The name, Charlie, gender, phone number, date of birth, agree, register, and it will pop up a message to show that you have successfully registered. After that, you can log in now. After successful login, you can view your dictionary here. Now there is no word in the dictionary yet, so we can go and add one now. For example, I want to search for postman. And then I can save the word. Save it. The word will be added to the dictionary after you press the button. Okay. And then we can view it on the dictionary now. It will show the word you saved just now. We can store multiple words as well. For example, store the word love, store the word Penang. You can view it on the dictionary. All the word we saved just now will be displayed here. And if we want to remove the word, we can press the close button here and will prompt up a confirmation. Remove this word from the dictionary. If you press OK, the word will be removed and the UI will be refreshed. Remove. And we can search the word we saved. For example, Penang will show out. For example, the word we delete just now, which is I, there will be no result. And at the last, the user can log out. I have interacted with two API to develop my system. The first one is the Word API from DP Ventures. It let me to retrieve information about English words, such as definitions, synonyms, or pronunciation. And the other API was the Translate API from Yandex. The API will auto-detect language and translate it. It's supported over 90 languages. The concept of my system is translate the word using the Translate API, and then get the definition of it by using the Word API, and then show up the result here. I will show the interaction of API with my system by using the Postman. Okay, for the first API, Translate API, we can get the string, the API string here, and then the query parameters for key, which represent the API key, and then the text is for the searching string, like we want to translate love. Okay, and then for the language, lang, which will represent language, is the target language you want to translate your search string into. For example, we want to translate the love into Chinese. Okay. Okay, and then we can send. Okay, it will return the result for translating the love into Chinese. You can see that it will return the language, which is the source English and the target Chinese, and then the text is the translated word, which is the love in Chinese. And we can do another example. For example, we want to translate this word back into English. Okay, let's translate that, and it will return that from Chinese to English. It will return the word love from translating the Chinese word. Okay, for the Word API, is a bit different like the Translate API. In the Translate API, the API key is stored in the query parameters, but in the Words API, the API key will be hiding in the headers of the HTTP links. So the other user cannot easily access to your API key. And then, for example, we want to search for the words. Let's say words love. So we type in love here, we send. Okay, it will return us the result with love. For example, the definition, the parts of speech, synonyms, type of examples. And if the word contains of many definitions, it will return all of the definition as well. For example, if we want to just returning the definition of love, we can slash and definition. It will return only the definitions. This is how I interact with the Words API. We can change this word to another word. For example, I want king. It will show me the definition of king. I will explain some of my code for the function of my system. Okay, for the first one is the translate function. Okay, the user, let's say input Postman, you want to translate it into English. Okay, translate. You can see under the backend here. Okay, when we press the button, the backend will catch it with the post function, and then we'll start to connect to the API, Translate API, and then the response will be console out. As you can see, the word Postman, which we input here, are translated into the Postman and will be shown here. And then the word response data.text will be passed into the next API, which is the Words API. Pass it into here, and then get the next result, which is returning the dictionary result. like including the definition, the part of speech, synonym, and type of. And then both of the result will be sent back into the pages. And then the result will be looking like this. For the second function is the add function. The add function will add the word that we searched just now, translate just now, and add it into our dictionary. Okay, we can show the code here. Okay, when we get the button add, which is this one, it will go into the DB, the MongoDB word DB, which is represent this one word. Then it will find if it meets the word, find if the word is existed. If the word is existed, then it will push the user email, push it into here, into the user array. And then the job is done. And if the word is not existed, means it's a new word which does not existed in the row of the collection of this word, and then it will start to create the word, storing its source, the source which is the what language from the source string of the user input, and then result is the translated result, and then part of speech, and then the definition of the word, and then the new word will be created into the DB. And then again the user email will be added into the user array of the row of data. For the third function is of course removing the words from your dictionary. Okay, we can access to the dictionary here, and then it will show all the words that we added just now. Like we added postman just now, and then if you want to remove the word, we can press the button, remove, and it will be removed. For the back end, when you press the button remove, the back end will cache it by the post action, and it will find based on the source and the definition of the word, and then it will pull up the user email from the array. As you can see, just now we already insert it in here from the user array, and refresh it after we removing. For the postman word, the user array is now empty without the user email. The last function is viewing the words that added into the dictionary. Okay, we can see that from here, when the user get into the page, we will connect to the MongoDB to search all the words that were the user array that contain their email. Okay, let's see. For example, in this case, the word love containing user email, the word postman also containing user email, and then the other two words does not contain user email in the array. So when we viewing this page, it will only show us love and postman.